You know someone who we haven't really talked about much this PFL season?
Who's that?
Kayla Harrison.
I
I
know,
mean,
right? It's kind of crazy.
it's gotten so monotonous at this
Yep.
point. You gotta go
Yep.
in there, do Kayla Harrison shit, and
And
walk out.
leave.
And
Yeah.
that's what she's done.
Yeah.
I mean, the fights haven't been, there hasn't been like a ton to take away, and we're sort of just waiting for the inevitable. She goes to the finals, and then we'll go from there, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously when she wins, we'll talk about what could be next, and then we'll
Right.
speculate
Right.
on Cyborg. But I do want to talk about Kayla Harrison, and it's not even really for the performance. It was dominant. Martina Jindrova couldn't really do anything once the fight got to the ground. Kayla's a beast. First round submission. She's the queen of women's MMA, is what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Had a great post fight speech, all that. Just Kayla Harrison doing Kayla Harrison shit, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Middletown, Ohio, stand up.
That's facts. That's facts.
Anyways, what the narrative has been for Kayla Harrison's entire PFL career is that there's Kayla Harrison, and then there's the rest of these women's lightweights, and that they are all very unremarkable. They're not very high level, right? Well, it is still Kayla Harrison's a level above everybody. But I think this version of Larissa Pacheco, who I know Kayla has beat twice, I think a win over her says more than the rest, if you will.
Yes.
Like, I think that a win over this version of Larissa Pacheco is a notable win moving forward. Like
Yes.
when you see her resume later down the road and she's fighting like Cris Cyborg, it'll say notable wins. Larissa Pacheco should be a name at this point put next
I
to
would
it,
agree.
because Larissa Pacheco's looked fantastic whenever she's not fighting Kayla Harrison. But
Literally. Yeah.
there's been a new wrinkle added this season. She is more patient. She's more selective with her shots. Not as wild. Not as
Mm-hmm.
just messy, I guess, in her offense. But she's still getting quick finishes. I mean, she's really turned a new page and become just a more complete offensive fighter. And she's dangerous, man. I mean, I really think that Kayla Harrison should and will win that final matchup. But I think this is going to be the toughest fight for her to date. And again, I know it's someone she's beat twice, but sometimes, Dom, if you want me to compare this to team sports, in the NFL, for example, you ever see like those teams that are in the division? They play each other twice in the regular season. One team wins both times, and then they get matched up in the playoffs. And you always hear how hard it is to beat the same team three times.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit of the same thing here. Kayla Harrison feels like she has an understanding of who Larissa Pacheco is. Even said when asked about her in her post-fight speech, nothing has changed in that matchup to her. I hope that she's just playing it up for the mics, because if she goes in there with that mindset, it could get a little interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more with everything you said. I mean, Larissa has won 5 straight fights via first round knockout. That is impressive. I don't care who she's fighting. And the IQ of hers began to or continue to evolve. She is fighting smarter, but when she lands, it hurts. It hurts these girls, man, and she capitalizes on it once she hurts them. So part of me does just want to see. Obviously we're Kayla homers. She's from
Yeah,
the
we're
state. She's
big
repping our,
Kayla fans.
yeah, not even the state, but like our just area where we're from. Down
Yeah.
the road from us, she's repping. But part of me wants to see, can she get through adversity? She's never faced any adversity, really. Yeah, she's went the distance a few times. Oh, damn. That's the hardest that she's had to do. I want to see if she can take a shot and keep coming forward and still get a win. And I think we're going to see her get that opportunity come the PFL Championships, Noah. I do.
Let me ask you: do you feel like what the hell is going on here? In her sort of chase for, her asking for a bigger fight with, Cris Cyborg, the obvious one, but then Amanda Nunes, whoever. Do you think it would benefit her to face a little bit of that adversity? Like, I get it how people would look at it, right? The way Kayla's talked. If she goes into the championships and
Yeah.
Larissa knocks her down or tags her a few times, you know, it almost in a way makes me wonder if a fighter like Cris Cyborg will be like, see, I don't need to
Yeah.
take this fight. Look,
It,
she's not even that good.
and fans would do
But
it too. Yeah.
but I also wonder if, since we sort of value that win more, would that benefit her in her preparation for a fight with one of the big dogs like Cris Cyborg, because she's faced the adversity a little bit. You know, she's been hit with a hard shot and been like, oh, okay, I know how I need
Yeah.
to, you know, defend myself next time, but also if I get stung like that, get hurt like that, what I need to do afterwards. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I genuinely think her going through a situation like that would been obviously should she win the fight afterward, of course. That would benefit her to go just face some sort of difficulty in one of these fights. But it's a double-edged sword. I love the point you made because fans and other, Cyborg, Amanda, whoever the case may be, will probably look at it and be like, all right. Well, when I tag you, I'm not going to let you get away with it. They're going to almost just downplay. Really, it's kind of a slight to Larissa Pacheco if you do it that way. But
Yeah, it is.
me as a hardcore fan that wants to see Kayla fight the best of the best, I don't want it to be all, sunshine and rainbows. I want it to be a little thunderstorm here or there. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let us know. That's a great question that Noah just asked, and I would love to get people's opinions on that and what you would think. Do you want to see Kayla face adversity? Do you want it to be all flawless and then fight a cyborg,
Yeah,
fight
like
Amanda, whatever?
it's a tough thing to ask, because if you're a fan of Kayla and you know that if you like were able to see into the future and you could see her just steamroll Cyborg, well, you're obviously going to pick for her to just steamroll all of her opponents.
Yeah.
But do you think that potentially her getting tagged, getting a little bit wobbled or pieced up or knocked down by Pacheco could help her in her preparation for
Yeah.
a higher level fighter like Cyborg? I tend to lean yes. I think that those are important traits, to know how to face the fire, how to come back. I think that's important.
Yeah. Yeah. Very much agree.
One last thing.